Hi guys, welcome back to the next episode of Uboat. You join us as we have just got back to the port. We've reloaded all torpedoes, stocked up food, dropped off the 4 prisoners that we took in the last mission, which was overall success. We didn't meet any ships on our patrol route. However, we did encounter aircraft and get redirected by BDU to intercept and sink another ship, which we successfully did. It was difficult, it was dangerous, but we did it and we got back. So now we are all refreshed and ready to go. We have accepted another patrol route in the same area. Now I did want to look at actually probably getting into the English Channel or further out to the west of the Great Britain. However, one of the reasons that I want to do this is because on successful completion of this patrol we will actually get another engineer, and that will be useful. We can only take 5 crew members at the moment. There is an option to use experience reputation, to rank up, so you can then have 6 members on board, in which case we can have sort of 3 engineers. You know, we've got a mechanic, an engineer, another one on there, which will further help us out, or we can use the spare engineer to actually do research into upgrading our boat. But we're going to continue and do this, and you'll notice that on this mission we actually have a visitor. So this is a war correspondent who is to collect material for his publication, and we have to keep him happy on here by speaking to him. Okay, so war correspondent warmly thanks Klaus Graf for allowing him to join the crew during this assignment. Klaus Graf shakes his hand and after some small talk explains basic things about living on board of U-552 and where his bunk is. Otto Fischer appreciates the help, adds that it's not his first time on a ship, and confirms that he will be fine. Welcome. Now, throughout the mission, Otto here will ask questions, and I'm never sure whether we're supposed to answer them correctly. Stay with me. Whether we're supposed to answer them correctly, or we're to assume that maybe he's a spy, because he asks things about like weaponry and, you know, where's the submarine most vulnerable and stuff, and it's, you know, it doesn't feel right to give out that information. But you'll see as we go on. So we're going to head out into the North Sea, and we'll rejoin the U-boat when we've got a few miles under our belt. See you in a bit, guys. Okay guys, back in again. We're not even halfway between leaving port and to our patrol area, and we've got yet another question from our war correspondent. See what he's got to say. Otto Fischer explains to Otto Bender that he wants to tell the public a bit how well engineered U-boats are. He doesn't want to confuse his readers though. He asks Otto Bender if he could explain him exactly how U-boats dive to match all the basis facts, which he already knows. Again? Is this classified? I would suspect all of this would be classified. Why would you send a war correspondent on a U-boat? Okay. I mean, I don't know whether to answer this wrong. I mean, actually, to be honest with you, I don't know anything about U-boats. But I doubt they have natural buoyancy and can simply dive using planes to move vertically. I should imagine they need to flood compartments. I'm going to answer it. Yep, again, very curious. Glad to help. At least let us get to the patrol zone, Otto. Right, we're jumping back in. We have reached the patrol zone and we have started our patrol. We're not quite halfway into the expected 2,000 kilometre patrol, and we have spotted some funnel smoke. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive to periscope depth because it is in the middle of the day. And we're going to set a course to intercept, but we're just going to have a look, see what we can see. So we want to make sure torpedoes are being warmed, benders on the engine. I think as we're going under the sea, we'll go to the hydrophone. I love this, you see him moving between the stations.
Wechseln auf E-Motor!
We've switched to electric engines. We're now at periscope depth. Let's move a bit and see if we can't intercept this. Ah, okay. I thought they were heading towards us. They are. They're moving. Okay. Otto's got another question. Let's deal with that. I suspect that might be a warship patrol. I mean, you don't zigzag as a convoy like that. I mean, around the place you do when there's, you know, a U-boat, but they look like they're patrolling, like searching. I think maybe we should avoid. Let's go and see what Otto wants.
Herr Kaloi?
Okay, Otto Fischer asks George Weber what the compressed air stored on the boat is used for. Party balloons. Again, I don't actually know what the correct answer is. Should it be classified? I don't know. I'm going to say that. Again, very curious. Right. We've got smoke in the distance. Let's move in and have a look. Okay, we've jumped back in because we have stumbled across an unknown warship, and I knew they were acting erratically, but look what else is here. There's another submarine. So another German U-boat has been operating in this area, which is why that tiny group was acting erratically. So we're still currently under the surface. You can see in the distance the smoke, the funnel smoke. So we're going to keep heading in that direction.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Now, what I'm going to do is move this way because I believe this warship is looking for this submarine and not this submarine. So hopefully we can sneak on by.
Feindlicher Zerstörer auf.
Oh God,
12
we've
Uhr.
got a destroyer. And we haven't got the periscope up. We are hidden. A beautiful shot. But I do think that these are possibly... Are they all warships? It's between 3 and 7. And 3 of them are definitely warships. Do you know what, guys? Don't think that's a fight that we want. I don't think there's anything there of value for us. So we're going to cruise on, carry on with our patrol, and maybe check over the left side of our patrol region. We're going to stay underwater for a while, just to make sure we're out of range. And we'll get back if anything exciting happens. Hi guys, we're jumping back into the patrol. We finished our patrol area. Again, no action at all whatsoever. We got away from the warships completely undetected. We didn't engage them and we didn't find any further ships. So we went exploring, and as we reached the west coast of Scotland, we received a message from BDU saying that they would like us to find and sink the Empire Mandalay. Now they've given us the approximate position of the convoy. And look at the size of that, 22 to 50. I mean, 22 is big. We are approaching. They seem to be heading southeast, so I'm not sure if they might be heading to Belfast, or maybe to somewhere like Bristol or Cardiff down here. But we are tracking them. It's currently night, so we are staying surfaced and we are moving in, and as we get closer I think we're now going to drop under down to periscope depth, get Klug on the hydrophones.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
I actually want to move
Bestätigt.
and maybe lay low and let them wash over me, if you like. Okay, we're not picking them up in the hydrophone, mainly because this may not be 100% accurate. And it says here, inaccurate contact, units may be anywhere in the radius of 13 kilometers. So, yeah. But they seem to be heading in that direction, so even if they are 13 kilometers this way, it's just a matter of waiting a little bit longer for them.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Aye, aye, Herr Kaloy.
We slow down. And then we stop. Okay. Let's get the periscope up.
Bestätigt.
See what we can see. So the convoy is coming towards us. We've targeted the first ship that has come into range. We have got the periscope up. It is peeking out there. We have got Bender on the, because we're not using our engines as missiles, still we've got our engineer here. He's working the depth steering station, so that should keep the periscope steady and above the sea level, so we don't keep losing it. Now we have got these ships coming right over us. Just going to make a slight adjustment so we are there. I am concerned about the amount of oxygen we have.
Herr Kaloi.
Oh, get on the. Okay, you're tired. We'll get you on the attack periscope.
Torpedo ausrichten.
Okay, gangrene. Let's get our torpedoes warmed up. War correspondent hopefully will say silent. Okay, give you some help there. Let's have a look at what you're seeing.
Herr Kaloi.
Okay, we've got Weber on the attack periscope, having a look through, collecting data on that ship.
Herr Kaloi.
They are coming into range now. Come on, what have we got?
Kapitän.
33%.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
It's a bit hard to know what to do.
Herr Kaloi.
And what percentage is collected by you?
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
I want to keep the engine noise down, which is why I'm trying not to move. We've got, that's the Empire Mandalay. That is literally the one we want.
Herr
Wow,
Kaloi.
okay,
Kapitän.
let's get you
Torpedokurs berechnen.
going.
Herr Kaloi.
Keep you on the Empire Mandalay. Gangrene, how are we doing with the torpedoes?
Jawohl.
Okay, so that is being warmed. Well, this is absolutely fantastic. What I do want to do
Herr Kaloi.
is actually collect data on a couple.
Kapitän.
94 will do.
Torpedo ausrichten.
It's on here as well. Just sit here all quietly. Look at this. How brilliant is this? We do want to make sure we keep these
Zu Befehl.
torpedoes charged, which they are.
Herr Kaloi. Herr Kaloi.
So, right, we're going to do it here.
Kapitän.
Right, what we are going to do is we're going to first of all launch
Herr
at
Kaloi.
the Empire Mandalay, because that is further away.
Rohr 1, bewässern.
She can have
Rohr
two,
2,
because
bewässern.
that's what we want to take down.
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 2, fertig.
Let's do it.
Los!
Oh god, air reserves. I'm not seeing any obvious signs of warships, but I imagine within that 50 odd, there's got to be a few. Okay, torpedoes are on our way. Let's switch to the Empire Dawn.
Herr Kaloi,
Chor 3, bewässern!
You can have one.
Rohr 3, bewässert.
Los!
Let's get that off. I want to hit the Mandalay beforehand. Before we hit the Empire Dawn. Because that's our main target. But we're approaching that. Let's see how we get on.
Der Torpedo ist auf halbem Weg zum Ziel.
So guys, we got the Mandalay, which we wanted. The torpedo that we fired at the Empire Dawn ended up being a dud, which is rather frustrating. So what we need to do now is bug out of here. We are very low on air quality. I want to hide the periscope. So we're going to try and sneak out of this area. We're going to have to come up for air at some point. We could have a sneaky pop at the Empire Dawn. I know they're going to be ducking and weaving, as they bloody should be.
Herr Kaloi. Kapitän. Herr Kaloi.
We've got no... We're heating up the rear one. It's quite do it that quick.
Chor 5, bewässern!
I mean, they're now zigzagging, so we're going to be incredibly lucky to hit it, but
Rohr 5, bewässert.
Los!
maybe it's close enough for them not to be able to avoid it. Well, that was a miss. That's keeping on going. I mean, maybe that will hit something. Who knows?
Herr Kaloi.
Have we got any... No, we haven't got any ready to sort of waste on that.
Kurs auf
I
diese
think what we're going to do
Koordinaten
is we're going to use the noise of
Schneller, schneller!
this ship here. The Delaro. I hope I've pronounced that correctly and I haven't offended any Swedish people, but we're going to use that engine to
Kurs setzen.
sneak our way out of here. Because these are going to be warships around here.
Legen Sie den Kurs an!
I mean, I imagine we're too close to fire there. Yeah, let's check on what's going on board. We're loading torpedoes at the front, and we should be loading at the rear, but not enough crew for that. This is where the other engineer would come in handy. I know, and that's exactly what we'll get after this mission, although we don't have the option to actually bring him along as well. But be good to, you know, using the HQ to rank up until we do get enough reputation to buy an extra crew slot. I mean, I'm also really half tempted to just poke our head up very quickly and take a few pot shots with the old 88, because warships are far enough away. Oh, come on. You only live once. Right, we're up. We are taking on board oxygen. Let's get people on that flak gun. Let's hurry up and get there. Come on, Weber. Put some holes in this ship. Ooh. That might have been good. I'm not sure if that would have broken the surface. But, we've got no high explosives. They didn't have any at port when we went there, but we have got armour piercing. But let's put one into the tower there. I mean, really, we want to be hitting it at the surface line. Just yeah, poking a few holes, taking on a bit of water. I don't know, black smoke, that felt good. That felt good. Let's put another one at the front. Obviously we haven't got too long on the surface because... Oh, lovely. There'll be warships on their way. But she's taking a bit of a beating.
Geladen.
Looks like she's getting low in the water. We've only got 14 rounds left here though. That's a big splash. We are getting some nice hits. More fire. She's going down, isn't she? She is going down. A couple more for luck, I think. Outpace her. Right. I think she's had enough. It's time for us to get out of here. So the Delara went down. A few lifeboats. We have filled up all of our compressed air again. Everyone's going to know where we are, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to duck underwater and sail the way they're not sailing, because I don't think the warships will leave them
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
for any considerable distance. So if we can get some distance between us, they'll return to their patrol. So we're going to drop down to let's go down to 20. And we're going to head up around Scotland again, and we'll rejoin when there's some action.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
So we headed away from the convoy. There, on the hydrophone, we picked up, between 2 and 4 ships sort of broke off from the convoy and followed us, which we assume are warships. They followed us for a few hours. However, it started to get dark. It's dusk now. They pulled off and went back and returned to the convoy. We've surfaced and feeling pretty safe at the moment. We're going to keep our eyes open for aircraft, although it's going to be night, so we should be pretty okay on the surface. We're going to head around Scotland and return to our home port. So, after almost 13 days at sea, we have made it around the coast of Scotland, down the east coast of England, and we have spotted land in the distance. That is our home port. So 13 days at sea, and we will be returning to port. Okay, guys, we made it back again. No aircraft this time, but we did actually get some shots off on the convoys. We took a ship down with the 88, which was spectacular. Yeah, fairly quiet there and back though, but some good action and some good work from the crew. I think they're really earning their position upon the Uboat. So we're going to leave that there, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.